Happy as Zeka.
Yeah, Chovy going to look for the charm, finds it, and Doran just going to wander underneath this turret. That is going to be the last Spirit Rush. And Chovy picks up the kill very comfortably.
This is quite considerable throw in.
Bit of a fight here towards bottom side. Remember, Ruler doesn't have a flash, and Pioshik's going to dive on top of him. One more auto secures it, and a great hook is going to mean that Lens goes down too. DRX not done fighting this game, and that's a double kill for Pioshik. Maybe the coin came up heads. Teleporters, but what about running fast? What about a play here as Lahen's going to walk through the box? Hook going to connect, Def throws out the Moonlight Vigil, not going to be able to do enough because Eclipse, one heck of an ability, although they still pick up the kill. Doran in trouble here, but does have the ultimate, so of course, not actually in trouble at all. Def Barrel going to get stunned up by the Solar Flare. It's a good play, but I have a feeling that this Thresh is still real dead. Def trying to lock down Ruler, but another cleanse comes in and he picks up the double kill. DRX trying to get this push through as that's a great hook onto Peanut. Could be in trouble, but Chovy comes round from the flank. He's going to get out of there immediately though as Peanut falls down. Chovy on the flank not going to be able to do anything here as Lahen's trying to guard, but they grab themselves a couple of turrets. Now Lahen's caught by the shockwave. They're not going to go too far forward, and in the mid-charm back, and that's a great Solar Flare. Barrel just going to explode. It's into the backline, goes King in, looking for some of these kills. The Gwen starting to get into pretty dangerous territory as another charm does go wide. Good dodging as Doran pushed out of the way by this Gwen. She has so much of the DRX money and right now is using it well. Pioshik might need to get out of here. That is going to be an ulti to try and avoid the Super Mega Death Rocket as Kingen trying to be the hero. Doran gets back towards the rest of his team and DRX are going to give up this first Hextech Drake. Certainly going to be a good tool as now Ruler throws out Super Mega Death Rocket and goodbye Pioshik. Not entirely sure what the plan was here. DRX Barrel, he's going to go down as well. Shockwave lands onto multiple members as Def finds himself the Moonlight Vigil, but he just doesn't have the range and can't walk forward. The rocket is there and Ruler picks up the kill and it's only Zeka that's left alive. Really, the hook CCs yourself. And yeah, Barrel is just going to have to take that one to the face, and that means that now DRX with one less on the Rift, that will open the mid lane and possibly more here for Gen G as 8,000 gold is the lead. DRX circling the drain, just some dotting of I's and crossing of T's right now. Pioshik going to flash defensively. Kingen trying to hold on to this inhibitor turret, but it is not going to work out, and Gwen not so immune here this game. Will be taken down. Ruler grabs himself yet another kill. 7, 1, and 3 on the Jinx. Okay, so that Doran going to get hooked back. He's got an ultimate, so he will survive for quite some time as Deft eventually does pick that one up with the Graviton proc. It is now Gen G thinking about a team fight. That is a Solar Flare. Scatters DRX. The heroic charge gets the CC into the backline. Zeka goes golden though as Beryl is going to be the first one that is caught out of position. The Ahri locks down the kill onto Beryl and the Aphelios is already dead. Kingen trying to throw through the needlework and he is still very dangerous as he goes golden, but Gen G, they have everyone alive, and the Nexus will now go down.
This Hackbrain pick is going to come through as drafted accordingly, but might see a dive here.
Yep, Pioshik moving on back, does have that level 6 available. There's the kick into the wall as Moonlight Vigil goes down. Q's still there, and Pioshik will lock down the kill as Deft picked up the turret aggro, and now they are going to be able to back away pretty comfortably, looking for another one here as that's the double, and the juggle's just so nice. Kingen now looking to try and get these two away from him, but the Onslaught of Shadows goes over the wall. And yeah, he's a bit tanky, but not tanky enough as they'll take the Gragas and the Rift Herald as DRX look to try and mop up some plates.
His damage potential is...
Yeah, that's a charm as Zeka mimics his distortion. Chovy almost killed under the turret, and now Zeka's going to flash, and he's just going to die. The Ignite goes down, and that is going to pick that one up. Actually, no Ignite. That was just the red buff. 2.5 minutes of potential time to get a plate on the top side as well as we check this one out from Chovy's perspective. Still holds on to the flash, moves his way back, understands that he can go back for this one. Way out as the Graviton is going to be there. That's the kickback onto Doran. Q's connected, and that bait was amazing. Thank you for that one. As Cast's going to come through and Kingen's going to find that one. Chovy just going to get punished. DRX turning it on here in the mid game. Starting to get under fire, and that is dangerous because with an Ari composition, you want to be able to create the darkness yourself, not have that one be created against you. As Beryl doesn't find the knockup, Ruler, and after flash here as we have a look at this replay.
I want to again highlight like Doran, really, really nicely done here. Flash into immediate shock blast as Zeka.
Yeah, the distortion had been used, and Peanut is just going to tidy that kill up. We'll see whether they can grab this one onto Doran as well, as yes, they are. Beryl secures it in the end. So a 1-for-1 underneath the turret on the top side is Deft just farming things out here in the mid lane. Lahan's moving on over as it looks like Gen G are just going to grab themselves a Drake as Deft. In trouble, this positioning not great, and he doesn't want to be the one that is face checking. He's going to do it anyway though as the Devour comes in. Beryl's trying to keep him alive. That's a big shield, and Deft is still going to go down. The Q not going to be enough with the Severum, and that is 2 swift kills. Now Gen G look for this turret in the mid lane and on for it again. Okay, so the Baron still extraordinarily healthy. All 5 members of Gen G around the back of the pit. Lots of poke opportunity here for both the Jinx and the Jace as Kingin just going to get blown up. Chovy secures that one. Zeka off to the side, wants to find Ruler, but he's going to get bullied out. But Deft still very big. Moonlight Vigil going to connect, and the explosion from the Infernum is so huge. Onto Peanut, double kill instantly onto the bottom lane from Zeka, and if at first you don't succeed, wait for game 2 and do it again.
There is still Doran and Chovy available. Maybe they can try and poke out, but it looks like they don't want to take the risk. Gonna try and
to high heaven right now as he looks to wrap all the way around. Pyosik doing the same thing, but there is so much poke damage here from both Ruler and from Doran. Super Mega Death Rocket comes down, and Zeka going to have that back stopped. The horse is still cantering into this one. Distortion comes out, and he goes back to the original. Gets back to the next one as well as the Devour comes in. Really cute plays. He gets the huge shield, but now Chovy can just tidy this one up. The horse is going to die immediately, though, as Ruler picking up the kills, and there is just too much shenanigans. Ruler says, "Stop it, you silly boys," and is going to grab a triple kill for himself with his Jinx, and the teleport out from Kingin will mean that it's not the ace.
I think
very out of control.
Extraordinarily out of control.
There is no control in sight. Okay, Shock Blast comes on in. The Devour is going to be used, but Beryl is very, very dead. Deft as well immediately gets charmed, and this is what we were talking about. There is no control in sight, Chronicler. I can't see any of it as Chovy's looking for Zeka. He is going to survive.
Peanut!
The fastest horse in the history of horses will secure it. It's like he's like a guided Super Mega Death Rocket as Kingin now running away. And yeah, I don't think these Nexus turrets are going to save you. Gets a party cask out there, and now Peanut is throwing some emotes around as Pyosik just going to try and fight this one as best he can. He's going to press the Q, and I value it as the teleport going to come in, and Pyosik probably just going to get tidied up. Yeah, the W from Peanut not going to be enough, as Doran will be able to secure this one in the end. So Gen G, after you know, an interesting mid-game, managed to tidy the map up in
every single player POG, maybe with exception of Ruler because it felt like he was more along for the ride, but even he had some really high impact ultimates. But I felt that Lahan's all over the map. Peanut snowballed every single lane. Doran hit some incredibly high